Annie, and then other in-person questions as well.
What's up, Emre? Tonight, you guys played one of the best games that I think the Sky have played this year, and ultimately, it still wasn't enough. So, can you explain kind of for us how perfect a team needs to be to contend with what the Aces are able to do?
Well, look, you said it. I mean, we play very good basketball. That's what I'm focusing on, and the result seems like we lost, but no, we didn't lose. I feel like we got a lot of positive things. When we scored 95 points last time, and when we score 54% from the threes, we only did 13 turnovers. Yes, 17 points, and they. So this is what I'm thinking. They punish us every little mistakes that we did. And that's where we need to get better at it. But other than that, we fought. We were there. The game was 3 times 3 points. 3 times 3 points game. So we were in it. We played really good against really good team. So that means we're a really good team. So just for the record.
To kind of follow up on that, with this being such a good team and you guys put a full 4 quarters together, it was a lot of consistency, just you get outscored at the end of the day. What are the positives that you take away outside of just the offensive production that you want to take moving forward?
Look, we scored 20. We score 33 field goals out of 23 assists. That says a lot. So my team at the moment willing to share the ball, making the extra passes, making the winning plays. That's what we're looking for, and they did great job tonight, and I'm very proud of them.
And Kahleah put up a new career high in 37. We've talked a lot about her leadership offensively, defensively, but what have you just seen out of her, especially post All-Star break, where it seems like she's found a new step?
It's great. It's not only 37 points. She was very efficient. So 12 for 18 is like very, very efficient for a player. 18 shots and 37 points. She's been going to basket and she gets foul. She's not just scoring outside shots or drive. She also goes to the free throw line. And that last game was 9 free throws, I think. 9 free throws. Now tonight, 11 free throws. So she's just leading us in any way. Very good. Very good. We want to keep continuing to do that.
Steven?
Hey, Coach. So Atlanta is a big piece in terms of all that you all do defensively, especially against a team like the Aces with the switching off script and all of that. Do you have an update on what's going on with her? I know she left the game.
Well, she came back, but I haven't got anything. And my choice, Robin was playing pretty good, I think, out there. So I just prefer to go with Robin. That's my choice was tonight. Yeah.
And then how did you feel your team navigated defensively today with the pace that the Aces play at?
I know. That's what I mentioned it. So only 13 turnovers, 17 points out of it. And so that's a part of it. They got 22 total and 8 for 10 from the fast break points. I said, when we do little mistakes, then convert it immediately. So if we would have taken that away, it would have been different story. We just watch and get better, but we have a confidence that we can beat anybody in this league. So,
Zachary?
Hey, Coach. Courtney tonight, 11 points, 11 assists, double-double for her. She's really been hitting her stride dating back to the pre-All-Star game period. I'm just wondering, what you think of her performance tonight and how she's been during this whole stretch of time?
It's great. I mean, she's constantly helping us on the court, leading us as a guard, running the plays for people. She's not only looking for score, and she's feeding her teammates. So it's great to see her making those passes and getting 10, 11, 7, 8, 9 assists every game. What is it? She's third in the league right now. Third in the league. So it's amazing, and she's continue to do that. So we'll be in good hands.
wrap-ups. Annie?
Yeah, I had a question about Ruthie not getting in. Any reason for that, or was that
No.
just?
No, I just prefer. Well, they play small at a time, and that was Robin was the nice answer, good answer. We talked about it before the game, and so we give Robin 22 minutes. Sometimes somebody will play more than the other one. Somebody will shine more. That's a team basketball, team sport. So when we get more people in, more people involved, and that will be even more enjoyable playing for this team. So
And then, sorry, Dwayne Wade obviously was here tonight. Did he speak to the team at all?
no.
Okay.
No.
Any wrap-ups?
No.
Right. Thanks, Emre.
Yep.
Kahleah, you finally put up the 30 plus spot today. What was just clicking for you offensively?
I think just getting to my spots and just like trusting the flow of our offense and taking good shots. Yeah.
And then this was, I hate saying it's a competitive loss, but you guys were in there throughout the entire game with the number one team in the W, even though it was a loss. What are some positives that you can take away from this to move forward throughout the weekend?
Just the way we stayed together throughout the ups and the downs of the game, how we shared the ball and really trusted each other defensively, offensively. And I think we just learned about, when you're playing really good teams, that margin of error is very small. So I just love the way we competed and how we stayed together throughout the entire game.
Yeah, Ka, can you elaborate a little bit on the level of perfection that's needed against a team like this?
I mean, like I said, the margin of error is just small. So we got to make sure we are getting once we play great defense, we're getting that first rebound because it was lots of times where we had, like, we played really, really good defense and then they got an offensive rebound and hit a three. So, yeah, it's just about staying locked in through that entire possession.
Elizabeth, I wondered if you could speak to the game inside. They outscored you guys 50-24 in the paint, and just beyond Asia, it was, Kelsey Plum getting to the rim. What was it about how they played that just makes it so difficult to stop them inside?
I mean, I think they were able to penetrate, and that forces us to rotate a lot. And so when you're rotating, you're a little late in their longer closeouts. And then I think a couple of those were in transition as well. I think, it says they had 22 fast break points. So a lot of those paint shots are just from running, from leak outs. And so it's tough when teams are getting easy buckets like that.
Hey, Elizabeth. So kind of looking at the Aces offense from your perspective as the anchor, how did you feel you all performed on the defensive end today?
I mean, they're tough. They scored 107 points. And yeah, defensively, it's also, you got to keep them off the line. Those are also free points. And when teams are penetrating and getting in the paint, you just want to force them to make tough shots. And so I think if we could have reduced some of the free throws and reduced some of the fast break points, that would have put us in a little better position to win.
And then for Kahleah, so of course you got your career high today. Congratulations on that. I was wondering what part or what dynamic within your offensive arsenal scoring wise is really just kind of standing out to you as far as your growth?
I think consistently shooting the three. I'm getting the closeouts that I want. Like, nobody's closing out short, so I'm able to get to the rim like I like to do. So just adding that part in my game was big, because being able to score at every level is just really hard to guard.
Hey guys, appreciate the time. My first question is for Kahleah. Becky Hammond was in the huddle, very vocal about anybody but Copper in the second half of the game. And I was just wondering, from your perspective, looking at that defense from the first half to the second half, what did you think they did differently guarding you?
I kind of saw everything. Boxing one, just like flat out denial. I kind of saw everything, and I didn't want to force anything, but I think we played well. We continue to let the ball just go side to side, and you find other ways to get it done.
And then I was wondering, matching up against Asia Wilson, obviously running it back for the MVP conversation. What's that matchup like? And like, for the preparation that goes into that, how do you really view her game?
Yeah, she's tough. I mean, she does a good job of scoring through contact, getting to her spot. So I just tried to, at least in one-on-one situations, make her go to a counter move. I hate when people get like fast break points, because those are kind of freebies. But she only had 4 rebounds, so trying to take a couple positives out of that. But she's, I mean, like you said, MVP, doing great things for her team. But I mean, Ka did great things for us today, and that's not easy, especially against the top team in the league. So I'm happy to see that from her, and I know we'll see more of it from Ka.
Zachary.
Kahleah, obviously, you all really outperformed in so many ways, remain competitive. But I'm just curious, going forward, playing the next time playing against Vegas, what would be some of the areas, both offensively and defensively, that you would like to see the team improve on?
Definitely fast break. You know, we knew about that, about the leak out. So we got to send people back. We're not going to hang around if we're above the free throw line. And I think offensively, like, we were solid. We moved the ball. We got good shots. So, I mean, I would just want to build on that. And then defensively, I think we were we could be more disruptive, just as far as just catches. And yeah, I think that, yeah, that's it.
Follow-ups.
Kahleah, we've just seen a trend over your career these last 3 years. At post All-Star game, there's an uptick in field goal percentage, uptick in shot attempts. There's just seems to be more confidence past the All-Star break. What is it about the All-Star game or something about that time that kind of gives you that extra boost in that second half of the season?
I mean, it's just the second half of the season. I got plans. I want to make the playoffs. So it's just whatever it takes. So yeah, you got to be able to hit that second gear at this time of the season, and then it's about being consistent.
And before the All-Star break, you really wanted to see energy out of this team. 3 games into the second half. I know small sample size, but what do you just see out of? Is there a different energy that you're seeing compared to the first half? Is there anything different that you can see that's intangible, not something that would just show up on a stat sheet?
I see different people stepping up. I think that we just like we had a stretch in practice where we just wasn't giving it all we could, and he just like brought us together, like pick it up, like everybody need to get it right, like get it together. And just seeing that, and then seeing everybody be so connected and really wanting to move in the right direction, that's what I want to see with this team for the second half of the season. I don't want any let-ups, nothing is just getting swept under the rug. Like, no, like we're addressing everything, and we're going to continue to get better.
Thank you, players.
Thank you.